Hey guys, CMAC from the Bull Crabs here, ready to do another quick book review with you. So today we are going to review Liane Moretti's Apples Never Fall. If you were like me, you've never heard of this author before, but if you were to go to the Also By section, you might actually know some of her work. I have watched Big Little Lies and Nine Perfect Strangers on Hulu. Kind of made it a big deal, so you might know her work, but here's her newest book, Apples Never Fall. Now, this book is not about apples. Well, there are apples in the story, and spoiler alert, they do fall. But this book is about tennis, and I've played tennis on the playground before, the playground tennis courts, but I don't follow it, and I don't care, and it's not really about tennis. It's really about murder, potentially drama, family drama, yada yada. And all of that, it should really be made into a really good story. I should love this thing. And I didn't. It's a big book. It's a lot to read here. And nothing clicked for me. The characters were fine, they were unique, it was just nothing worked. And I think the slow burn of this book could have been worth it if the ending was worth it. And the ending was an absolute dud. So it's a do not recommend for me. But I'd like to still talk about it. Liane Moretti did something very interesting I've never seen an author do before. She did this thing where some of the chapters can be kind of short, which I find exciting. It's like weird commercials in between each chapter. She did this thing where she took a stranger's point of view. She took a character that was a complete stranger that the reader doesn't have to care about and had them view the main characters. So like a waitress eavesdropping, a client coming in, listening to the siblings. So it was very interesting. But it also didn't add anything to the story. There was nothing that they found out that I didn't know, and I was like, oh good, thank goodness we had that other angle to better understand what's going on. So interesting, but kind of a moot point. And then the last thing I wanted to mention, so you read all of this, and you get to the ending, and you got this much left, and you're like, what else could she reveal? Maybe it's a new book. That's a lot of pages left. And then it's all of these chapters and pages about how the characters are handling the pandemic. But the book isn't about the pandemic. So again, it's just words shoved in this book, and it just didn't work for me. And I know a lot of authors wrote some good books during the pandemic. I mean, it was everything's locked down, and so they can just sit there, concentrate, and crank some good stuff out. But those books, if the story isn't about the pandemic or set during that time, please, authors, leave it out. Let me transport my life to 2019 and beyond and not have to hear about this. I'm living it. I don't need to read about it. And I definitely don't need it added to a story that has nothing to do with COVID-19 and anything like that. So, again, this was a dud for me. I did finish the whole thing, so it earned 2 stars. My rating system is 1 star if I picked it up, got pretty far, at least 50%, and couldn't finish it. 2 stars if I at least somehow finished it. But again, this is a do not recommend. I might be in the minority here because, I've watched her Hulu shows. She knows what she's doing. So do you disagree with me? Was this a good thriller mystery for you? Let me know anything else I should be reading. I do have a pretty large TBR pile that I'm trying to chug through now. But again, that's obviously I'm still picking up books. So let me know what I should review later on, and what are you reading? What have you read that I read? Head over to bullcrabs.com to see what I'm up to and what I'm reading. Love to hear from you there. Love to discuss further, and thanks for getting this far in the video. Bye!